Hello everybody, it's Sun Goku24GT and welcome to another reaction video. Now we're going to be reacting to Alex Bale's The Spongebob Theory, the robot invasion theory. Now this is the newest video that has come out today, and I would like to apologize for not posting recently. Yeah, I've been at work, yeah, sorry, lots of late shifts, and yeah, but I'm here now, and yeah, I really miss making videos for you guys. I want to apologize, but hey, but I'm recording now, huh? So yeah. So now I know that I've been saying that I've been doing more videos here. I've been scheduling videos here and there, and yeah, it's pretty much. Yeah, and my phone has been giving me a lot of problems lately, and yeah, so yeah, it's been a while. So, but here now. So what I'm gonna do here is gonna be reacting to, as I said, Alex Bale, the robot invasion theory. So what I say without further ado, let's get into it, huh? Let's go.
Alright, so I admit it, some of my theories have been a little crazy lately. I mean, Goofy Goober, alien death cult theory, Girl's dead mother theory. Let's maybe try and slow down a bit on this one. There is a secret robot invasion happening in Bikini Bottom! Everywhere you look, robots have integrated themselves into society, kidnapping and replacing people with robot cyborgs, waiting for their chance to rise up and start the robot apocalypse. This is not a joke, I repeat, the robots are coming. The robots are coming.
This is the robot invasion theory.
Okay, Alex, I thought you said you were gonna tone it down a bit, but okay, this works too. Playground? Hey, it's Alex.
Alex. Oh. Sorry, what? You okay, dude? Yeah, sorry, I've just got a lot on my mind lately.
How's the Spongebob theorizing going?
It's good, I'm actually thinking about maybe stopping.
Why?
No, don't
They're
stop.
huge.
Yeah, I mean, people watch them, it's just, I didn't go to film school for 3 years just to make SpongeBob theories forever.
Yeah, but I mean, it's just something you're doing now. Doesn't mean you have to do them, like, forever.
It's easy for you to say. I mean, what, you're a year out of film school and you're already directing commercials?
Yeah, but I didn't go to film school to make commercials either. It's just something I'm doing for now. I like SpongeBob theories.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know, these videos also just, they take a lot to make. I'm not sure if I'm up for it anymore. Dude, up for it? You just like watching
And
that sounds awesome.
while the intro's still playing here, guys, I would like to thank you all for all my current subscribers. Yeah, I'm glad to see that you guys haven't lost faith in me. That way, and I'm sorry that this video it took so long to come out.
It's time for another SpongeBob conspiracy. Wow, I just realized I've been making SpongeBob videos for over a year now.
Yeah, you've been making them for a while now, Alex.
I'd still be making these a year later. But it's all worth it, right? Because you guys love them, and I love making them, and they're super easy to make. The sponsor. Time to talk about today's sponsor. Do you like intense, action-packed mobile games? Epic rosters with hundreds of characters to play and bosses to fight.
AFK Arena, oh yeah.
Okay,
and then guys, please don't forget to like, share with all your friends on your social media platforms, and even on all your other friends, your neighbors. Please share, alright? Don't forget to comment down below and subscribe, alright?
Bright Cellars is a monthly wine subscription service that helps people discover wines that they'll love. First, you just take a quick personality quiz, then they send you a
Wine?
bunch of wines specific.
Well, I love drinking. Sign me up.
It comes with educational cards that tell you how to best serve it or what to pair it with. Trust me, they know you better than you know yourself.
I doubt it.
This is the Forever Fleeting. Very good, very good. You know, a little bit of,
Come to Jamaica. Hey, we'll definitely give you a run for your money.
Peach cobbler my mom used to make me as a kid. Bright Cellars, they always know. They always know. A little bit of apricots too. Kind of like the first kiss I ever had at the Sadie Hawkins dance. Apricot lipstick. How did you know that, Bright Sellers?
They didn't. You just told them.
Oh my god. Orange blossoms. My Gam used to call me her little orange blossom. How did you know that, Bright Sellers? How did you know that? Bright Sellers is offering 50% off your first box. That's 6 bottles of wine for just $53. That is a lot of wine for that price. But hey, you gotta be 21 or older to order, okay? No kids. No kids. Wine's for adults. Adults like me. Just go to the link on the screen to get your 50% off. Now that I've drinking my wine, I will begin the theory.
But when the robots are coming. That Terminator?
One of my favorite episodes of SpongeBob is the season 3 episode Crab War.
I love that
watches a scary
episode.
robot movie, then gets super paranoid about robots taking over, and even kidnaps Mr. Krabs.
What? You think I'm a robot? We don't think. We know.
It's a really funny episode, but
I
can't
missed
help
it.
but wonder if SpongeBob's fears might be a bit more justified than we thought.
Are they
In
ever?
the episode SB-129, we get our first glimpse of the future of Bikini Bottom, 2,000 years later.
Okay, what's going on here? Why is everything chrome?
Everything is chrome in the future.
We see a world covered in chrome, where everyone has been replaced with robotic people.
SpongeBob, is that you?
SpongeBob? No, I am SpongeTron.
And this isn't the only time we see a future full of robots. In the season 7 episode Back to the Past, SpongeBob time travels to an alternate future where Man Ray takes over, and once again, people have been replaced by robots. And then, in the second SpongeBob movie, Sponge Out of Water, there's a deleted scene where SpongeBob and Plankton go to the future and see this.
The deleted scene?
I wonder when we are. Excuse me, sir. Do you know what year this is? Cyborgs? We didn't go back in time. We went front in time.
And there's even foreshadowing in episodes that take place in the present. In the Krusty Krab training video, we hear this.
Well, luckily for you, Mr. Krab's sphere of robot overlords keeps
Oh!
some technology in
Yeah.
check.
And in its security guards, we can see an exhibit that clearly shows the evolution of SpongeBob eventually getting taken over by robots. Okay, so
Ooh.
there seems to be a lot of evidence for the future of Bikini Bottom.
I haven't watched
being
SpongeBob in
taken
a long
over
time,
by
so I
robots,
don't
but
really know these
honestly,
episodes.
Why does any of this matter? I mean, robots ruling the world is a pretty common depiction of the future in lots of different media. And even if this is the canonical future of the show, it's at the very least thousands of years in the future. It's not like we can already see this robot invasion happening in present-day Bikini Bottom, right? Here's an interesting question about SpongeBob that's always bothered me. Why are there so many robots in the show? And I'm not talking about Sandy or Plankton's inventions. It makes sense for them to have robots as they're both genius inventors. But why do hospitals and office buildings and amusement parks and Weenie Hut Juniors and many, many more places have such advanced robots? I mean, let's ignore the fact that they're underwater and robots wouldn't really make sense down here. Bikini Bottom isn't like a super advanced society, right? You wouldn't really say that they have much futuristic technology, except when it comes to robots. But why? And what's even stranger is that there are many, many instances where these robots suddenly turn evil. The first time I really started to notice this was in the season 7 episode Tunnel of Glove. SpongeBob and Pearl get trapped in a Glove World boat ride that's full of animatronics. Patrick tries to set them free by breaking into the control room, but accidentally causes all the animatronics to suddenly turn evil and attack SpongeBob.
Yeah, I remember this episode. Ow.
Now, this is a pretty basic cartoon trope. Someone accidentally breaks the controls, then the robot malfunctions and turns evil. This isn't really all that weird for SpongeBob. Except, what's strange about this is that Patrick doesn't break any controls. He hits a button labeled animatronic override, and that's what causes the robots to turn evil.
I'll just gingerly lean on this wall.
They aren't malfunctioning. The robots were intentionally designed to have a button that makes them attack people, but why? Then, in the episode Good Neighbors, Scooper discovers a flyer for a home security system that's suspiciously free, despite it clearly being very advanced. After he sets it up, his house suddenly grows arms and legs and starts destroying Bikini Bottom.
I always wondered about that design.
His house is destroying the neighborhood.
Now, to be fair, this was a malfunction caused by SpongeBob, but why would a simple home security system have giant arms and legs? I mean, the malfunction didn't create them, they were clearly already already installed. They eventually do manage to stop the house, but what's really creepy about this is that we can still see signs of Squidward's house being sentient after this episode. Then, in the season 11 episode Krusty Cleaners, SpongeBob and Patrick go to an office building and encounter a trash cleaning robot. The robot immediately attacks them for causing a mess. But this time, there's no malfunction that causes this. It's working exactly as intended. Not only does the trash robot have a buzzsaw and a literal laser cannon, but it also turns all of the nearby machines into killer robots to help hunt down SpongeBob and Patrick. So, where are all these places getting these super advanced robots, and more importantly, why are they all being programmed to suddenly turn evil? This is a question that stumped me for a while, until I watched the season 11 episode, My Leg. This is the episode where I truly realized there was an actual conspiracy theory here, and not just cartoon antics. It's time we finally find out who's behind the robot invasion.
Okay, end of chapter 1. Okay. Okay, folks, so that's the end of chapter 1 right here. Okay, now, so far, what I'm currently seeing is that basically someone's behind all these robots. This design, the deleted scene from the SpongeBob movie, what I'm seeing here. I can't believe that. I've never seen that. If you have seen it, please comment down below. Yeah, I'm really interested to see if what's going on. So, yeah, okay. Back to the reaction. So strange. They're currently. So that's one, two. I think there are 5 parts.
Hey, I'm still serious about you leaving this house. It's not that I don't appreciate everything you've done for me, it's just, I think we want very different things. You know, I don't want to come to this, but I will use force if I have to, so you better go.
The mastermind.
The episode My Leg focuses on the reoccurring gag of this one fish always injuring his leg throughout the show.
My leg! My leg! My leg!
At one point in the episode, he goes to a hospital and meets a robot that works there. It's just a small throwaway gag. The robot never turns evil or does anything strange.
No thanks, my leg! No thanks, my leg!
But there's something awfully familiar about the robot's design. Let's go all the way back to the season 3 episode Plankton's Army, which opens with Plankton trying to steal the Krabby Patty's secret formula with a robot disguise.
You never know what trick he'll use to steal me secret Krabby Patty formula.
1 8 Point Restaurant. I think I will sample their wares.
These robots have an uncanny similarity, right down to the same tie. Okay, but maybe we can just chalk this up to the showrunners being lazy and reusing assets. But SpongeBob has always had a pretty diverse amount of robot designs throughout the show. And it's not like this is a direct copy-paste either. They went to the effort to redesign the face and colors, but it was still clearly based on Plankton's robot. So, here's my theory. Plankton has built many robots to try and steal the Krabby Patty secret formula, but I think after he fails to do so, he doesn't just throw them away. He redesigns the robots and then gives them to different businesses in Bikini Bottom with the intention to one day use them to take over the world once he has enough in place. I mean, we know what Plankton really wants isn't the secret formula, it's to rule the world.
I will rule the world!
And there's even the video game, Battle for Bikini Bottom, where Plankton tried to take over using an army of robots. So, this theory doesn't seem
I've
too
never
far-fetched
played
for
that video game
Plankton's
before.
character, but
If you have,
a lot
please
more
tell
evidence
me.
if we're
Please
gonna
comment down
prove
below
who's the one behind all
if
the
it's
robots in
enjoyable, if I
Bikini
should
Bottom.
play it.
So, let's get started.
Please let me
In
know.
the season 3 episode No Weenies Allowed, we see a robot working at a place called Weenie Hut Juniors.
Would you care for another Diet Cola with a lemon twist?
Weenie.
And while it doesn't resemble any of the robots we've seen Plankton make, does that
I love
make
that line.
sense to you?
Would you care for another Diet Cola with a lemon twist? 1 8 Point Restaurant. I think I will sample their wares.
You're right.
And it's not like this is the default robot voice we hear in SpongeBob. There are many different voices the show has used for robot characters.
1 8 Point Restaurant.
Greetings, I am Robo 2.1. No threat detected. This is very uncomfortable.
Leave my father alone!
But here, they specifically recreated the voice from Plankton's robot So
Yeah.
much so that Patrick even mistakes him for it. We know Plankton has built a SpongeBob robot before in Welcome to the Chum Bucket. Maybe he repurposed it here inside of Glove World. In Krusty Cleaners, the trash robot also has a striking resemblance to Plankton's robot in the Season 9 episode Eek and Urchin. In the Season 5 episode The Patty Gadget, Squidward tries to get SpongeBob fired by replacing him with a machine that creates Krabby Patties for free. But it's never explained where Squidward got this machine. Now, it doesn't resemble anything we've seen Plankton make, but a staple in a lot of Plankton's inventions is having them resemble his likeness, especially with one eye in the middle, and that's exactly what we see with the Patty Gadget. And the patties it makes are terrible, which would make sense for something Plankton made. In the episode All That Glitters, SpongeBob buys a super advanced talking spatula.
Spatula 3000 at your service.
But in the episode Evil Spatula, we find out Plankton has a whole collection of advanced spatulas just like this one, and even tries to trick SpongeBob into taking a talking spatula. It seems like no matter where we turn, we can find a connection between the technology in Bikini Bottom and Plankton. But if you remember in those glimpses of the future, the world isn't just ruled by robots. They've actually replaced all the existing citizens with robot copies.
I am SpongeBob.
And believe it or not, this is also something we can already see happening in Bikini Bottom today. Get ready to see how far this robot invasion has really gone.
Hey, Victoria, what do you...
Hey, so that's the end of chapter 2. Okay, interesting. So Plankton's the mastermind behind all this. Interesting indeed. I never thought that Plankton would actually plan something like this. I know Plankton has some big schemes, but for a plan so to just hinder his own plans just to get the Krabby Patty formula. He wants to rule the world, right? So if he does, I wish just making an army of robots wouldn't be sufficient. Also, all these side schemes he has for going for the Krabby Patty formula directly, it would stand to reason that he's just stalling for time so that they don't needlessly notice him building an army. But how does he get those robots out? Does he disguise them somehow? What's going on?
Well, what are you doing here?
I was just around, thought I'd stop by. Can I come in? Or,
Inside? Inside? No, it's not a good time right now.
in all honesty, it kind of seems like you're going through something. I just wanted to check in on you.
I appreciate that. It's just, I'm fine, you know, it's just the SpongeBob stuff has been keeping me really busy and a little stressed about that, and, but I'm fine. You should probably go.
You're being really weird. You're not answering your phone. You're living in total darkness. Just talk to me. What's going on?
Okay, fine. Okay, we can talk, just not here.
Fine. Do you want to get coffee or something?
Sure, fine, yeah. I gotta put something away. Just stay right here.
Okay, chapter 3, trust no one.
Now, we know Plankton has tried to turn people into robots before.
SpongeBob, come in here. Or should I say Robot Bob?
But he gave up after SpongeBob was too annoying.
You've got to take that yellow nightmare back. It's not worth it.
But I don't think this was his only attempt. In the season 11 episode, The Checkup, SpongeBob and Squidward are trying to give Mr. Krabs a health checkup by testing his pinching reflexes.
Okay, I brought plenty of things for Mr. Krabs to pinch. Pinch of salt. Yeah.
Yeah.
And one of the things they have him pinch is a baby.
A baby's cheek.
Oh God. Huh?
Lucky that was a robot.
Some random baby just turned out to be a robot, and it's
A
never
random
explained
kid
why.
just turned.
That's weird
They,
even
what?
for SpongeBob. But
What?
things get
What?
even
What?
more interesting when we go back to season 9 in the episode Plankton's Pet, where Plankton tries to steal a Krabby Patty using the exact same purple baby as a robot disguise.
Oh, I remember this episode.
I can't believe this is working.
And we're not even done yet. If we go even further back to the season 5 episode,
Google Gas.
we can actually see the exact moment where Plankton gets the idea to turn the baby into a robot.
Why, you're so tiny and helpless. I could take your formula whenever I wanted to, and you couldn't do a thing about it.
That's it. Finally, victory will be mine.
Now, in the episode, it's implied that this is just him getting the idea to turn everyone into babies to steal the formula, but isn't it crazy how it also perfectly lines up with the purple baby fish suddenly turning into a robot in future episodes? Now, there's another fish who's always been very suspicious to me, the strangely realistic news anchor fish.
Yeah.
All of Bikini Bottom is abuzz over the identity of a mysterious flying man who helps people. Who knows what superhero act of courage he'll astound us with next?
In a show full of cartoon characters, why is he the only realistic one? In fact, I made a whole theory about how there are evolved cartoony
Yep,
fish
remember
that
the
can talk
evolution
and
theory?
primitive realistic fish who can't.
Yeah, we all remember the evolution theory, right? We can't believe that Mr. Krabs killed Pearl's mom and he's using the meat for Krabby Patties? I mean, am I right? Come on.
But as many people have pointed out, the one exception to this is the realistic news anchor fish. Well, if you ask me, he looks a lot like one of those animatronic singing fish you buy in a gift shop. Especially the way he mechanically moves his mouth and how we only ever see one side of him. So, already a pretty strong indication that he might be a robot, but there's also something familiar about his voice.
What kind of cruel, careless, evil person? I'll canvass all the seediest lowbrow dives in town.
That's right, he has the same voice as Plankton. And if you're gonna take over the world, then you're definitely gonna want to control the media. But how exactly is Plankton replacing these people with robots? Well, I think the season 10 episode Whirly Brains gives us an important clue. In this episode, suddenly a new toy becomes extremely popular in Bikini Bottom, the Whirly Brain. Just flip your lid, attach the color, and watch your brain soar.
What kind of toy is that? Why? Why?
It's a weird episode.
Why?
People are actually voluntarily attaching devices to their brains and ripping them out of their bodies, and no one thinks
Wait,
this is...
so Patrick had a brain?
If you ask me, this seems like the perfect way to replace someone with a robot. Remember, in Welcome to the Chum Bucket, Plankton told us how he turns people into robots.
I'll be forced to remove your brain and implant it in my robot chef.
By removing their brains. But is there any proof that he's the one behind the Whirly Brain toys? Let's take a look at the new Spongebob prequel, The Patrick Star Show. Every once in a
I
while,
have never
Show
watched
is in a
that before,
stop-motion parody
to be
of
completely
Frankenstein and
honest.
Plankton, and he actually uses Whirly Brains to conduct his experiments. It's
Huh.
not super clear how this all connects to the main show. I mean, we do see Patrick interact with the stop-motion Plankton at some point, so they're at least in the same universe, but regardless, it's still a solid connection. We see another head-based gadget in the season 11 episode Bottle Burglars, an invisible helmet being advertised in a magazine for only 99 cents. And in the same episode, we see Plankton using the exact same helmet.
Crabs will never see me coming.
Well, I heard something.
Now, maybe this is just implying that he bought the helmet from the magazine, but that doesn't really line up with what we know about Plankton as an inventor. Plus, I can't see them selling a tiny version of the helmet just for Plankton. Seems a lot more likely that Plankton created the helmet and is selling them to the people of Bikini Bottom, possibly as a way to create more robots. Alright, so we're starting to get a pretty clear idea of how Plankton plans on turning the citizens of Bikini Bottom into robots. There is one more character that I believe has already been secretly assimilated into a robot. And it's not some random background character either. It's one of the main characters in SpongeBob's
Main characters?
This final part of the robot invasion theory is going to completely change the way you look at the entire show.
Okay.
Are you ready? Because this is the Patrick Star theory.
Eh? Wait, what? Patrick Star theory? Okay. Yeah, I know Patrick has had his smart moments, but come on, man. Saying that Patrick is a robot? Come on, he's way too dumb. I mean, come on. There's no way that Patrick is a robot. We gotta see this.
Shit.
The holy version.
Victoria!
Not good. Okay, that's not good. Okay, the Patrick Star theory. I need to see this.
Now, I fully realize saying Patrick is a robot is a very bold claim.
Damn right.
Hold your judgments till the end. By far, the most requested theory I get on this channel is to cover Patrick Star, and more specifically, his inconsistent intelligence. Throughout the entire show, there are these little moments where Patrick suddenly says something smart,
I'm a bit more complicated than that. The inner machinations of my mind are an enigma.
and then immediately goes back to being dumb.
Milk.
There's so many examples of this happening that many people have actually made their own theories about it. Is Patrick secretly a genius and just pretending to be dumb? Does he have a secret split personality?
I diagnosed Patrick Star with trauma-induced anxiety-triggered spontaneously duplicative multi-intellectual DID with additional paranoid schizophrenic delusions of a mental multiverse.
Maybe.
Patrick,
I've come to a bit of a different
something about
conclusion.
multiverse?
Have you ever noticed how every time we see Patrick try to think, there's either sparks or smoke coming out of his head?
I have noticed that.
Is Patrick speaking again?
And
I
almost
have
every
noticed that,
time we see
actually.
inside of Patrick's head, it's represented with gears or some kind of machinery. Now, we're supposed to assume that this is just a cartoony way to visualize thoughts, but what's strange is just how consistent they are with it. And even stranger, none of the other characters' thoughts are visualized this way.
Just got an order from the boss. Dump everything that isn't about fine dining. Squidward's happy gland is forced to take shelter in the recesses of his mind.
It's only Patrick who seems to have this robotic association with him. And just look at how detailed they are with it. While Patrick's head is sparking and full of dumb, if you look closely, you can see a spring pop out of him, and even a hole left behind by the spring. That is such a small detail that no one would notice unless...
Yeah, just a second here, guys. I gotta check something here.